Login, late night, same chair, same spot. Screen glow, halo, chat's running hot. She flips to page 3, then dives off the plot. Let's talk about the Lizard Kings again. Tinfoil crown sitting proud on her head. Says it helps keep out the thought police thread. But she laughs so hard that it slips instead. Who walks past like, here we go, my friend. Welcome to Digger's Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox. Sweets is asleep on the unread stack. Camera zooms in, chats typing in caps. Show us the cover, what's that in the back? She grins, it's classified. Or maybe it's trash. She's got red string charts that we can't quite see. Swears the plot twist lives on page 203. Then she stops mid-rant. Did you hear that beep? It's just a follow ping, but we all lean in. Welcome to Digger's Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox. Is it all in our heads or a hidden code? Are we chasing our tails or the mother lode? She says, think for yourself, that's the only law. Then Boo hits the mic with a perfect misbrew. Welcome to Digger's Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox.
Because,
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon or evening, wherever you are, whatever time it is. It is just past 4 in the afternoon here on a Wednesday that feels like it really should be a Friday. I've had one hell of a day. All sorts of fun stuff got to happen this morning at my place before we ever tried to stream with or we, the royal we, before I ever even got a chance to get on and try streaming with Johnny. Apparently the downstairs apartment, there's a leak happening from my toilet, which sucks for them. Don't get me wrong, it sucks for them. But they were working on it yesterday, and they were supposed to get the plumber in yesterday afternoon, and they didn't. Now the plumber only comes in the morning. He only works mornings. He doesn't work afternoons or evenings, I guess. But he only works mornings. And I knew I really should have waited for a day that I'm not streaming all day long. But it's the dude's toilet, or it's my toilet leaking into the dude's bathroom. So it's kind of an emergency, right? Like, it's kind of got to happen. So the guy tells me it's going to take him a half an hour. All he's got to do is change the seal on the toilet. Bing, bong, boom. He's out of there. No worries. He'll be here at 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay. So I get up and I'm out of bed and into the shower by 7:10 this morning. Before he got there at 8:30, I was already dressed. I had my makeup done, teeth brushed, coffee's already on the first time, and, ready to go. And he shows up here, and the first thing he does is asks if I have a rag he can borrow. Well, I did, and so I lent him one, but it's he might as well have kept it. I'm throwing it out because it's nasty. He was working on a toilet. I mean, come on. This is an old house. So yeah, that was gross. And then there was black stuff, and there was like gritty, sandy, gravelly stuff all over. And there's tar, like a black tar stuff type substance smeared on the floor and on the toilet bowl, on the outside of the toilet bowl, and that sort of thing. The bottom of my tub, in which I had put my squatty potty, my garbage can, my toilet brush cleaner in its little hand holder thing. I put my the plunger in there, and I tucked my shower curtain in the tub, all of it in the tub, so it would be out of the way from Buddy. It didn't matter. The whole tub was just covered in black grossness at the bottom of the tub. There's black stuff up all the tiles surround. There's black stuff on the walls, on the shelving unit, on the door, all across the sink, on the floor. And then in trying to clean it up, I really don't like germs. I'm really gross with I can't handle that stuff. I really, if it's coming out of a baby or a sick person, that's one thing, but this is ancient shit that's collected in these for I don't know how long. And now it's sprayed all the way up the door and the walls and everything. So I then had to spend the next 45 minutes cleaning the bathroom enough so that I could pee. At which point I found out that while cleaning, I managed to get whatever that black tar-like substance that won't clean off. I managed to get that all on my shirt in about 3 different places. So there goes that shirt too. I was really, really frustrated and choked. I was almost ready to cry. It was so disgusting. I can handle a lot, and it's not like I'm a germaphobe. I don't live in a pristine environment, but other people's old shit from days of yore now pollocked all across my entire bathroom. Not cool at all. So yeah, I cleaned, and then I had to change, and then I had to get ready again. Not thrilled. I still haven't. I hosed down the inside of the shower. I didn't have time to actually clean it. I didn't have time to clean like my squatty potty and my garbage bin and the other stuff. Like that's all sitting there in the tub. And I need a new shower curtain because it's all up and down the shower curtain too. So like I can't shower because it's not clean. And even if I do clean it, I need a new shower curtain now. So I still can't shower. And it's so gross and dirty, or at least to me, it's like, so yeah, I was freaking out. It was not a good day this morning. It was not a great way to start the morning. Not a happy camper. And yeah, I managed to forget about it while I was doing the show with Johnny. Forgot all about it. Had a bunch of laughs. It was great. Then the show ended. I ate my cheese sandwich, and then I went to go pee, and that's when I remembered everything again. Loads of fun. So yeah, it's going to be a while yet. When we get finished here tonight, I am going to, oh gosh, yeah, I'm going to have to scrub that surround first. And then maybe I can soak the shower curtain. Does that work? Can I soak the shower curtain? Will that get it clean enough? Or am I just like, because like the germaphobe in me is saying, no, it's toast. It's done. You can't, that's not salvageable. That's really not salvageable. And there was some stuff that is not salvageable. Towels can be washed. But other stuff can't. My shirt, now stained with black tar, can't be washed. My body scrubber gloves were covered in black, so I don't care how many times I wash those. I'm not gonna feel like they're ever gonna be clean enough to clean all of my bits again. So those went straight into the trash. Yeah, it's plastic, so I'm gonna have to toss it. Yeah, that's what Wild is saying. Is it plastic? If plastic, toss it. And that's yeah. See, yeah, which means I won't be able to shower right away because I'm gonna have to go out and get a shower curtain. So it's gonna be a day. What day is it today? Is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon I can go and get one. Thankfully, I showered early this morning, and then I did a proper like a fancy horse bath. So not just like a horse bath, but I did a fancy horse bath, cleaned everything that may have come into contact with like any skin that came into contact with that grossness, scrubbed. I had to do my makeup twice today. I was so not happy. I tried to salvage, but then I ended up having to mess with it enough. I basically did it all over again. I had to wash my face and redo. Oh, it was not fun. It really wasn't fun. And so I was hollering, I was yelling because it was disgusting, and I was disgusted, and I was yelling and gross, and it was not fun. And I'm sure the plumber was downstairs, who was downstairs, could hear every word I said. And they were not pleasant words. There was a lot of swear words and shit. I don't do germs. I don't do grossness. Like I can clean a dirty house. But there's some grossness that's like he took this old toilet, he dismounted it and put it to this. I don't know where he put it, but he dismounted it, and then he put the changed the seals and whatever, and then he mounted it again, and then he walked out. He left the rag that he had borrowed in the sink. Like I said, there was black shit everywhere. I was so not happy, not a happy camper at all. I just don't deal with that sort of stuff. I don't deal well with people invading my privacy. I don't deal well with people messing up my place. And I really don't deal well with that sort of grimy, gross dirtiness being flung all the way around on all four walls and everything inside that bathroom. I had towels hanging. Like I said, towels can wash. Thankfully, I can wash the towels, that sort of thing. But yeah, just I can't. So I was very vocally unhappy while I was trying to clean it. Very vocally unhappy, and I'm sure he heard it. And I kind of feel bad, but kind of not. Like, come on, dude, you're a plumber, so you're doing the plumbing shit. I get it, but you don't. I cleaned that bathroom yesterday because I knew he was coming. And you don't walk into, a client's home and do that to a room and then just walk out. That's, you leave it in the same state in which you found it. Right? I would think. So yeah, not a happy camper. Not a happy camper, but it's over with. I still have to deal with the shower and the shower sheet and all that fun stuff, but at least I can use my toilet and I can brush my teeth without getting totally grossed out. No, I was kind of Canadian nice while cleaning the poo off of everything. I was alone in my home, so I was very, very loud in my, oh my God, this is so gross. This is fucking disgusting. Well, who the fuck leaves the shit like this? What the fuck is going on? It's in the fucking shower. It's on the fucking walls. What the fuck, dude? So he listened to that very, very loud from the downstairs apartment. I was not nice, but I guess it could technically have been Canada nice because I didn't do it to his face. I did not do it to his face. I could have. And I thank you, Wild. Here, I'll share them with the class so that everyone can appreciate. Making me feel better. Oops, no, pick the right one. There we go. Making me feel better. Here is, I've got to manually do it. Wild is leaving me some flaming Elmos. It really does. You know what? flaming Elmos really do make me, it makes it better in the grand scheme of things, because that's what I felt like. I was just, ugh. And I was so upset. It's such a small little room and it's hot, hot, hot. So I started breaking a sweat. So all the eye makeup and stuff that I had just finished doing, so I could be out of his way, had to be redone because I've got a sweat running in my eyes and ruining the eyeshadow and mascara. And I'm just not, yeah, it was not a good way to start the day. So thank you very much for those flaming, raging Elmos, because yeah, I need them. That being said, it is 4:15. It's nearly 4:20. I'll got a dab laying there. I may do one. But more importantly, it's done. It's done. I gotta clean the shower, but it's usable as is right now. And so I can just, if I needed to, I could go to bed tonight and not wake up pissed at myself for not having cleaned it. It is clean enough that I can relax. Yes, still got plumbing troubles. And to be fair, it wasn't even my plumbing troubles. It was leaking from my toilet apparently into his bathroom. The guy came the other day and he ran a bunch of water, listened to see if he could hear the drip, drip, drip. He couldn't, but I told him, we do hear it. I hear it when the next door here, not below me, but the next door, when she drains her tub after having a bath, it'll drip, 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 drip for hours after. And it's the same thing when I wash my dishes here. I've got a double sink, thank God. It's a tiny apartment, but I got a double sink. And when I drain both of those sinks, it'll drip, drip, drip in the wall here forever. So this one got bad enough that they had to fix the seal on my toilet. Hopefully that works for them. I don't know what they'll do when they have to fix the one that's dripping between her and I's shower / tubs. They'll have to rip everything right out. That's going to be fun. But yeah, maybe our cats can. My boo is from the same litter as her cat named Cassie. So maybe if they have to tear the wall out between our two places, the cats can go visit each other or something. But yeah, either way, it wasn't my problems, but it became my problems. And at least, I do understand the problem. It had to be dealt with. My toilet leaking into someone's place is not cool. As mad and freaking out and grossed out as I was, having to go into that thing and try and clean it so I could use it. As gross as that was, it would be 1,000 times worse if someone else's toilet was leaking into my bathroom. I mean, I wouldn't be able to function. We'd need to set off some sort of bomb in there and TSP everything and repaint shit. And I couldn't. I just can't. So I understand that it's a thing that needed to be fixed, but he was willing to put it off from yesterday afternoon till today, the plumber. And so if it wasn't that bad that he had to rush over and do it yesterday, he could have waited till this afternoon. I could have canceled the stream. He could have come in. He could have done it this afternoon. I could have then seen the grossness and I could have been grossed out and upset, but I could have dealt with it. I could have gotten, my Friday scrubs on and gone in there and just rah. But the fact that I needed to stream right away and I was trying to be camera ready and just, yeah, it was horrible. So yeah, but it's over with now. And hopefully the other leaks won't be an issue that needs us tearing into walls anytime soon. Hello, Squabby. How you doing? With the little piece of. I was wild. I was clean and cute and makeup done and good to go. And then I had to scrub the poo resin off of all 4 walls, all the surfaces, throw stuff out, cursing like a sailor and getting tar on my nice shirt. which I have no idea how to get tar out. And it was a lighter gray, so like you can totally see it. It's not like it was one of my many black tanks that would hide it. No, of course not. Because that would be easy. Yeah, if it's plastic, I will toss it. Yeah. It means I gotta go. Means I gotta go and get a new shower curtain tomorrow, but it is what it is. Um, and like I said, I did clean up again, so I can go without a shower tomorrow, or overnight, and it won't be like I'm gross or anything. Like I am clean. I made sure of that. So there you go. Oh, Squabby, thank you. Sent shower money or whatever. Well, thank you. Oh, that does remind me I should do this. There you go. Squabby was feeling generous, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Squabby. I really do. Um, I looked fine today. Don't worry, Johnny's still a bigger diva. He is so totally the bigger diva. Oh yeah, he was futzing with his hair and doing this, and I don't like it. And then I told him just put your fingers in and scrub it up, and then just leave it. Just let it where it falls. That's fine. Oh, it's funny. Squab says, I hope the weather stays nice. Yeah, it was supposed to get we had more snow overnight than we had in the previous 3 months put together. And that was 2 nights ago. And then it was supposed to be getting up to, oh shit, yeah, it did too. It was like around -2, between -2 and 2 degrees. It was roughly, that was where we were at. And it was very, very cold at nights. And then suddenly it did that snow, and now it's 17 degrees. So 17, I can't believe I'm wearing a sweater. 17 degrees feels different when it's fall as opposed, or spring as opposed to summer, because 17 degrees, 10 more degrees, and I'd be turning the air conditioner on. It's really warm out there. It's really warm out there. Hello, To Be Flair. Love my turquoise. I know I do too. That's one of my favorite stones. It's turquoise. That and jade, which I've also got. Thank you. But yeah, you guys over in the States, I think it was Arizona. Oh shit, where was it? Arizona, maybe Florida. There was like 3 or 4 states I was reading this morning. You guys are going to be going through like major heat. Like there was heat warning over for across the area. You're supposed to stay inside, not to go outside over the next few days because it's going to be so stinking hot. That's pretty wild. It's it's pretty crazy considering the lack of winter we had, to have a sudden winter overnight, and then now we're in summer weather. Although it does not feel like summer weather when I'm standing outside. I don't care what the thing says. I would not be out there in shorts and a t-shirt right now. Copper causes turquoise to green over time. Oh, neat. I didn't know that. I actually everything I wear is silver, sterling silver, or stainless, because I'm allergic to gold. So I have to be very, very careful. Okay, yeah, heat dome. Try 13 states. Okay. There's some sun stuff going on today and following. Okay, yeah. They gave the warning to Nevada, California, New Mexico, and I just said it. Arizona. Gosh. The warning. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it wasn't Florida, it was California. It was this side. But yeah, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be record heat, like hotter than it would get for them in summertime. They're gonna have in the next few days. So if you're in any of those areas, beware, have lots of cold water, get ready with the air con, and pull out the bathing suits. You can soak in a cold tub to cool off. Climate change panic. They call 106 in Arizona extreme, but on average, that's just a little above average. See, and that is a key thing too. I mean, this is weird to have it be 17 degrees outside right now. Although it is, yeah, we're mid-March, so I guess it's not that far off. Um, but yeah, and honestly, that how much is climate change and how much is it stuff that they're doing? Not necessarily actual weather manipulation, but just other shit that they've been doing that causes side effects like this crazy weather. We got hit by some expelled stuff. Okay. Copper naturally occurs in the same ore mines, so there will be deposits in some turquoise, like the land. Okay, yeah, I've got. Yeah, you can kind of see right there. There's an imperfection or whatever you call it. I prefer, especially with the stone like turquoise, I like to see the imperfections and partially how I know that they're real or how I can tell. I've got all sorts of, like, I've got BC jade all over the place. I don't, yeah, it doesn't read very well, but it's an elephant with its trunk up. There's its trunk. Oh, hold it above. So it's got, yeah, its trunk is up. But I've got all sorts of jade. There's tons of precious stones and gems out here in BC. Records in Arizona get to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, see, and that's the one thing. Lexi, she lives in Arizona. She's like, oh yeah, it's always beautiful here. La la la. And that's my problem, is it gets too hot. Too hot. And if it gets too hot like that, and then the power goes out and there's no aircon, no good. So I think that's got a little bit too extreme weather for me as well. But yes, climate change is the least of our worries, right? In the scheme of things, the climate change is not going to be what takes us out. They've admitted to attempting weather manipulation. They tried to add metals to the atmosphere, and those concentrated additions are now having lots of adverse effects. Jade is, yeah, it's one of my favorites. Like I said, jade and turquoise. Love those stones. But yeah, it's I live next door to HAARP, HAARP, and it's a weather manipulation or weather studying center. It was run by the government for a lot of years. I think it's the University of Calgary has control over it now. Or no, sorry. No, HAARP was sold to Alaska. Yeah, HAARP was sold to Alaska, so now Alaska's got control over it. But it is the Weather Manipulation Center. And just the floods that happened in the recent past with all the kids at the Christian camp that got flooded away in Texas, like 2 days before those extreme floods happened, there was a weather manipulation company that had been out in that area, not in that specific area, but they had been out there 2 days before, and then suddenly all this insane weather happens. We know they're doing it. It's just a matter of hopefully it won't kill us, because at this point they've put so much stuff into the air and the water and the grounds and everything. It's funny, there was so much nuclear or radiation coming off the stuff from Fukushima that was washing up on the BC beaches. It was wild just how, and that's come from Japan over to BC. So yeah, there's been a lot of poisoning of the earth. So really at this point, we're just got to try and survive whatever happens next. Have you seen the side-by-side picture of the news weather? Both show the same temperature 20 years apart. Difference is they used reds and oranges where they used to use green. Gotcha. Yeah. It makes it look a lot worse than it actually is. It's all that fear porn. Because yeah, it's definitely changed. When I was living here in the very like at the beginning of the 80s, 79 through 86, it was different here. There was like for a little kid, there was snow to my shoulders, plowed up to my shoulders by the time Halloween rolled around. I don't remember Halloween as a kid where I didn't put my costume on and then have to put my snow boots and snow pants and snow jacket and gloves and mittens and everything on top of my costume so I could go out and trick or treat. And then at every neighbor's door, I'd go knock, 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 trick or treat, and you have to unzip and you go like this, and they go, "Oh, that looks so cute." And they go, "Yep, yep, yep," and you do because it was so fucking cold. So I remember that, and it's not that way here anymore. It's definitely changed, but we also have to remember that climate change is something that's been happening for so long. Um, I mean, heck, if you want to believe in the Big Bang theory, climate change is the reason the ice age happened. And even even if you want to, if you're like me and you believe in creation, um, we found the frozen bodies. We know that there was an ice, or not the frozen bodies, but we've found the frozen fossils and whatnot. We know there was an ice age previous to this, and before that, we know that it was a super, um, not luxurious, but um very sunshiny, temperate um, climate. So yeah, it's changed over the years, and it will continue to change. But at the end of the day, we're going to adapt because we're humans, and that's what we do. We adapt. Hmm. Here we go. Yeah, I get you in Texas. We suffer. Yeah, Texas is another one. You get hot, hot, but you get cold too, don't you? Like you actually get winters in Texas, don't you? Or at least parts of Texas. Hello, lass. How you doing? Good to see you. Digger's brown baby has an elephant on your chest. Digger Browns. Yeah. No, it's my lucky jade necklace. And it's in part, it's so lucky because the tusks are two separate tusks. And then the trunk here, they're so fine. And I've worn this for much of my life. I've worn it while I'm camping in the bush and this like I have not gone easy on it. Okay, now where is it? There. That's what happens. I'm looking at it. There. So he's even got, if I can hold him still, like you can see he's got, yeah. Okay, you can't tell, but there's like lines in his ears, like wrinkles in his ears, and he's got two separate tusks and the trunk. And I've worn this for years and years, and I've never broken anything off it. Nothing is shipped, nothing is broken. I've passed out, wasted, drunk wearing this thing, and it's never broken. Um, so it's definitely my luck, my lucky thing. But yeah, it's double lucky because it's jade, which is lucky in and of itself, and then an elephant with its trunk up is also apparently lucky. So there you go. Oops, shit. Oh yeah, I undid it. Now I that way. Okay, we'll do it this way, and I'll put it back on later. I don't usually undo it, honestly. 9 times out of 10, it just slides over my head. So, oh, it looks like it's been a little bit. Yeah, the clasp is more beaten than the freaking elephant is. That's awesome. Visual to create a sense of heightened anxiety, right? Yeah, you see red, you know, oh, bad, bad, bad. Saying hi to everyone in chat. I know I haven't seen fireflies in years, and I remember them being all over the place when I was little. Yeah, we never had fireflies over here. I think those are just some of the coolest insects in the whole world. They don't happen here in BC. I probably it's too cold. That's the reason we don't have any of the fun stuff. It's too cold for a lot of things. But fireflies are such neat creatures. Um, but yeah, everything changes. Um, and that's going to happen. It's just a natural thing. It's not the panic that they wish us to believe it was. Right? I know. And we're having discussions, friend and mine, um, just being able to take a leap of faith is the first thing. At some point you need to stop going, yeah, but, and you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to believe in something without having concrete proof of it. There has to be that somewhere along the lines. And that's really hard for a lot of people to take. So I was lucky. I was not raised in a religious house, but I was raised in a house with a recovering alcoholic. He sobered up before we were born. So I never knew my dad to be a drunk at all. I never saw that. But AA, he is still very faithful to AA. He has to go to at least a meeting a week to just keep himself straight. I guess in a way it's almost like his therapy, his form of therapy, right? But we grew up in AA, so we knew about the higher power, and a higher power as you understand him is the exact words. And I loved that, because when you're really suffering, when you're first coming in and you're not even clean yet, but you know you have to be, and life is just, it's hard. You can't necessarily believe that there is a God. There is something out there that's actually looking out for you, because life is so bad at the moment. But you can take anything as your higher power. Look at the other people in the group as your higher power. They are the collective higher power. They're further along the game than you. They understand more than you, and that's enough. And then as you grow and learn and whatnot, you can let your idea of what a higher power is mature as well. But I really liked that. It made it easy. There's a higher power. There's someone that is looking out for you, even if you can't see it. So yeah. But I can't imagine people at this day and age at least believing in a higher power. God, my God, or any of the other gods out there. Find something, but I can't imagine not having something. The I don't know, as bad as the world is, I can't imagine not being able to have faith that there's good at the end of the day. Like, all of this is happening for a reason, and life is shitty, and everything sucks, and it's just getting worse. But at least there's a reason for it. Get off the table. Thank you. She's like, actually, I want the TV. But yeah, there's something at the end of it all. There's reason for it all. And at the end, there is the hope of something better. There's a guarantee of something better. So I couldn't imagine living life, if it was just life, you're born, you live, you die, and that's it. That's all. That's so empty. It's just so empty. I can't imagine. Hello, St. Aaron. How you doing? Yeah, plastic costumes that fit like one-piece PJs and a face mask set. Get all excited to put it on and then cover it up because of the cold temperatures. Well, maybe not that specific outfit, but yes. I mean, it's hard to be like a robot and have to take off the robot head and trudge through the snow to the next place and then unzip, put it on, hold it open, trick or treat. and then zip it up, take it off, hold out your bag, get the candy, and trudge to the next one. It wasn't fun. It was. I mean, remembering it from this perspective, I remember it being a blast. But I am certain in the moment, my brother and I were bitching about how cold it was and how miserable we were, and blah 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 blah. I'm sure. Mom was thrilled when we moved to the coast. I was just going into 4, my grade 4. My little brother was going into grade 2, so we were still little. We were still more than young enough to be trick or treating. But my mom took advantage of us moving to the big city and said no more trick or treating when we moved there. We could get in costumes and stuff for school, but we couldn't go out with our friends trick or treating. And in exchange for taking that away from us, she decided that each of us would get a gift for Halloween. And at the end of the day, it worked out a lot better because when I got to be a teenager, I could just go out trick or treating anyways, or a preteen, I could go trick or treating anyways and hide my candy at a friend's house, right? But because of the Halloween present instead of trick or treating, we got our first cameras, we got our first phones. Yeah, we got some really nifty gifts that weren't huge. They weren't super expensive, but they were really cool. Like the camera, taking the camera out, in grades 6, 7, 8. Oh gosh, yeah, when we were finally able to start bringing a video recorder out with us, the pictures, and I've got I've got a picture that I took of a bunch of us, or someone took for me on my camera. We're all like hanging out. It's grade 12. We're all graduating. Everyone's happy and shiny people. And I'm sticking my tongue out. And if you zoom into the picture, you can see I've got a large patch of acid paper sitting on my tongue. And it was memories like that, and memories like the saltwater, like the ocean swimming deers. I wouldn't have had such great times like that if my mom hadn't introduced us to personal cameras way back before most kids had them. So in Texas, you get winters, but you rarely get snow. Okay. Just got a little bit in January and everybody went crazy because it hadn't. Yeah. Yeah. It'd been 2021 the last time it had done that. Yeah. At least out here, we all know how to handle the snow. On the coast, they don't know. They do not know what they're doing. And they freak out. As soon as the littlest bit of dusting happens, everyone freaks out and people are slip sliding into each other. And yeah, it's really funny to watch it happen because it does happen regularly enough that it shouldn't be that way. And yet it is. Aw, yes. Squab Bob saying, I haven't seen Flair in forever. Yes, teeny tiny little tusks on this guy. See, I go right away. And Georgia gets a tiny bit of snow, but we get lots of fireflies. There you go. Hello, Roy Rat. It's been a minute. Good to see you. And Rex, good to see you too. We don't get as many love bugs here anymore, but nobody really misses them. Fair enough. We've slowly over time managed to fight back the encroaching wasp population, but that meant that there was a shit ton of aphids. So I was buying ladybugs in spring. For multiple years, I would buy bags of ladybugs and release them along the plants along the property. And now the ladybugs have settled in and they've been there long enough. The aphids aren't a problem anymore. But now I've got the miniature stink bugs, right? So it's one thing after another. Okay, you can't do that, lovely. You can't do that. I know. You don't like being held, but you can't do that. How did they end up doing this? Why? Why do you do it? There you go. Why? Just let me hold you. It wouldn't be painful. I promise I wouldn't squish too hard. Solar cycle 25 is coming to an end. It was the rebirth cycle after the great grand solar minimum, Welcome to the Grand Spring. Okay. Interesting. I know I've been told the sun is doing all sorts of fun things, which makes everything else interesting. We used to have ladybugs invade the house. Oh, yeah, no. Even after years of seeding the bushes with ladybugs, it's very rare to find them in the house. But ladybugs are awesome. Absolutely awesome in the garden. I won't hang with atheists. They're too stupid to realize there's a higher power or too narcissistic to think that we're the only ones. My mom's a Buddhist and I went to Catholic school. I get it. There you go. Yeah. There's too much amazing things out there, like the human body, the way it works, the intricateness of the human body, or even just the human brain. It's such an intricate, perfectly built machine that works to, there's no way there wasn't someone creating it. It didn't just oops happen. One of Bill's friends too. Yeah. I've yeah, like I said, we grew up, my dad would go to roundups and my little brother and I are like, 2, 3, 4 years old running around with all the other little AA kids. Like there's kids people I've known my entire life, and we only know each other because our parents were in AA together. All those years ago. It's really cool. The doorknob could be your higher power, but they do encourage sentient life to be the guide, right? Right? When you're first coming in, it doesn't have to be much, You're just coming in, you're at your lowest, and it doesn't need much, and anything can, has a better idea and better grasp of the situation than you do. But yeah, they prefer that it's sentient life. Yeah, those plastic costumes would crack in the cold. Well, yeah, it was pretty cold back then. It would. I was going to say maybe the latex would last a little longer. Or not the latex, sorry, the rubber, the actual rubber would last a little longer than the latex. Yes. Hello, how you doing? What's up, 51st date? You know what? It may very well happen sooner rather than later, especially the way the world is working. Yeah, it's oh my goodness. There's a woman, it went viral video. This woman wrote on like Twitter that Mark Carney is a Zionist scumbag. And she, I mean, it's true, but she wrote that on a Twitter post, and she ended up with cops on her doorstep. So that annoyed me a little bit. So Johnny can tell you, because we were in a call. I think we were prepping the show. We were in a call when I was reading about this. It got my dander up. So I went and I posted it. I made a post on Twitter too, and I called him a couple of names and basically said, the best thing he could hope to be called right now is a Zionist scumbag. Like that's the best he can hope for. So yeah, I don't know if I suddenly disappear. It may not be that StreamYard wants their money now and not in August. My bad, not theirs. My bad. But yeah, it might just be because the government came and got me. I got miffed. Hello, Los Federales. Good to see you. Do you believe Flair's saying she's working on bringing awareness to your friend's case, and you're going to your welding classes still too? Cool. You're doing the TIG, MIG, and stick. Right on. Yeah, there's always going to be work for welders. Especially if you can do multiple types, you can get into the heavy machinery and shit. There's huge coin in that. Aphids are assholes. Yes, they're horrible, awful things. And I waged war with the ladybugs. Had to have been probably 4 years of buying a couple of bags each spring of ladybugs and releasing them. But time and patience won out. and the aphids are no more. And we're right along the creek. So, aphids, mosquitoes, that sort of thing should be higher in that area anyways. And they're not now because the ladybugs. It's quite nice. Yes, the China wasp, the Asian hornet, yeah, all sorts of wasps and hornets and stuff coming over from Africa and Asia. And they're evil things. Like, I thought that only Australia had the wild and crazy, insane, oversized insects. And maybe like the Amazon forest or something, but no one's ever going to go there. I didn't realize that all across Asia, they've got these sort of death wasps and murder wasps and whatnot. And now they're coming across in like the fruit that's being shipped and stuff. That's not cool. I didn't, it used to be you get bit by a wasp and it hurt. Well, yeah, it hurt. Now you've got to be afraid that you could potentially die from it. That's really crazy. Thank you for that, little Johnny Sears. You know what they don't get in Canada? Hockey gold medals. You are right. We couldn't do it in the Olympics. We couldn't do it in the Paralympics. We just couldn't do it. The only thing that gives me any solace there, Johnny Sears, is the fact that most of the players in the National Hockey League are Canadian or Swedish. So even if we don't win gold medals, we tend to play on all the teams. So you're always getting your Canadian content, your CanCon there. I have to deal with ants now that I bought my house and I'm on ground level. Oof, that sucks. If it's like a hardwood floor or a tile or something, cinnamon, you just nice thick line of cinnamon across the entranceway. They can't get through it because they work off of pheromones, and the cinnamon on their feet, it fucks them right up. Do not do a thick line of cinnamon on a carpet, especially a light colored carpet, because even though you're putting it on dry and it's staying dry, it still stains the carpet. Don't ask me how I know. But yeah, I had a basement suite that was just swarming with sugar ants. I guess the mother ant was under the floorboards in one of the rooms, and it was gross. We were sitting there watching TV, and suddenly there's like sugar ants just swarming across your lap. Like, don't mind us. We're just coming through here. And oh, it was awful. It was so gross. I do not envy you at all. They don't want Alucard and Tegra being the only kitties getting screen time. Yeah. Well, and it is. Well, no, it's not either. I was going to say it's almost that time, but it's not either. I've still got like 40 minutes. So forget that. Last time I saw a firefly was in March 2007 and was vacationing in the Nicaragua. Okay, see? I thought you were going to say that because you're in the East Coast. I thought maybe it's more of an East Coast thing because I ain't never seen them here. They're just not there. Here. They're not here. There. I don't know. Little Johnny, we will never be the 51st state. Don't forget that the rules of war were established because that's true. Canadians were left unsupervised in World War I. We are the reason there is a Nuremberg Code. It was our fault. You don't want to piss us off. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. If it gets that bad, like if I heard there was a French MP or whatever they call them, speaking to the UN and kind of joked and said, we're open to the idea of Canada joining the European Union, which scares me to death because you know what, the world's gone crazy enough. It might just happen. You can ask Britain how well the EU worked. They spent billions of dollars and years trying to extricate themselves from it. And you know who did all that fine work for them? That was Mark Carney. Ask them how they feel about Mark Carney and what he did to them and their banking system. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did that because he's made that joke a few times. Canada is more European than Western, or more European than North America, or something stupid like that. He's made the European comment many times, and no, he's European. We're not. He doesn't live here. He doesn't do business here. He doesn't do anything here. We're not European. He's European, and he shouldn't be in charge of our shit. Atheists and non-Yahwehists don't want to hang out with you either, Christian, because you're our assholes who call people stupid. And there you go. See, I don't care what anyone believes. I really don't care what you believe, as long as you don't force that belief onto me. And I know what I believe. But I promise I won't force it onto you. If you ask me a question about it, I will tell you. I will answer you, but I'm not going to come at you with the Bible going, well, it says this, this, and this. And so now you need to, I'm not a Bible thumper or a Bible pusher. But then my God is not the God that my dad was raised with, which was Roman Catholic. He was like the most extreme of Catholics growing up, and it really put him off of God for most of his life. But yeah, I don't care what you believe, as long as you don't care what I believe, and neither of us forces it on the other. Like we were talking about that on the stream. It's the morning calls to prayer that's being, put out in all across New York. The city of New York, they've got the call to prayer, the call to worship, like 5 a.m. Like they do it 3 times, or maybe it's 4 times. They do it at least 3 times a day. Pray in the direction of Mecca, and that's fair. That's fine. I don't care. Just don't blare your music at 5 a.m. to do it across the entire city. It may be Ramadan for you, but that doesn't mean that I need to stop eating. And vice versa. Just because it's a religious a holiday or whatever for me, doesn't mean I should expect the non-believers or believers and alternates to come and worship as I worship on that day. Just go across. Yeah, just live and let live, and don't force it on other people. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I will be following the money. I used to buy bags of ladybugs too. I hated having to use the diatomus. Yeah, I can't remember. I always had trouble saying it, but there you go. She's spelling right. We used it in makeup. Yeah, it would kill everything. Yeah, I just kept buying my ladybugs. The neighbors thought I was nuts. My partner at the time, my boyfriend at the time, had no idea what I was doing. Thought it was ridiculous that I would spend money to buy frozen ladybugs. But it really did work. It worked like a hot damn. And the bees are coming back now. It's really nice. We've got an apiary up the way, a huge one. They make it's a huge place. They put out tons of honey and honey products each year. I actually buy my royal jelly capsules from them, and I take one of those a day. You're supposed to take royal jelly is supposed to be good for you, but if you take it from a local honey or a local bee, it's the same with your honey. If you're eating honey from the local bees, it gives you immunities to some of the local things. Allegedly, I don't know. Mosquitoes love me, so they're always eating me. But allegedly, if you eat honey from local bees, you'll be less susceptible to the local mosquitoes, allegedly. I know the bee place near me, they make a bee balm, or sorry, not a bee balm, a mosquito balm every year. And because it's made from local bees, it's got stuff in it so that it actually takes the itch off the mosquito bite like right away. The redness, the bump is smaller, everything. It's really kind of neat. Yeah, China's been waging biological warfare on North America for decades. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You realize you're a winner. You don't need a medal. Take that, little Johnny. Yeah. The pine beetles, there are still trees standing dead from the pine beetles. And yeah, that wrecked all of BC. Um the caribou everywhere. It was horrible. The caribou was covered in pine and it was just devastated. Um I didn't know that was a China thing though. China, China, China. I know, giant wasps, giant spiders, highly deadly scorpions. Why would you want to live there or even visit? Think I'm going to visit this piece of land. Everything just gobbles you up. Right. I've got friends who live in Australia and I don't know how they do it. They're just blasé about things that I could not. But on the flip side, I am totally blasé about, there's a bear. I come out my front door and there's a bear in the yard. That doesn't phase me. So I guess if you're born or you grow up there, you get used to it and it just doesn't phase you. You think it's normal, but I don't. I know that ginormous spiders, the size of the wall behind me, exist, and I know they don't have to exist everywhere. So I don't think I could handle going to Australia and having one of those on a wall, and I couldn't do it. I'm not afraid of insects. I really dislike earwigs. Really, really hate earwigs. That was a childhood thing. But for the most part, bugs don't bug me. But when they're like giant sized, I can't do it. Oh, there you go. Los Federales. Rory Rat is saying sugar with borax laundry detergent mixed in and some water so that's kind of a loose paste. And the sugar ants will crawl on it and drag it back into the nest. They die horribly, and so does the queen. Good to know. Yeah, the cinnamon stopped them coming into certain rooms, um, but it didn't kill anything. Borax sugar paste kills the entire colony, and it's less toxic than anything else. Yeah, yeah. Borax is something they used to use daily, that we just don't use anymore. Borax is one of those things that you should, if you're a prepper, you may want to have extra on hand. Um, like me, I've always got a shit ton of vinegar. Like not like I've got closets full of vinegar, but I am a single woman with two cats. I don't really need more than one container of vinegar, but I definitely have more than that because it's such a great cleaning and disinfectant, and whatnot. And the Blue Dawn dish soap, the original Blue Dawn dish soap, I've got like a box of spare bottles of that stuff because it's so good. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of old timey things that we've forgotten about. Really great products that work like a hot damn. We've forgotten about. Oh, interesting. Wild saying there was some beetle from Japan or China that destroyed the massive chestnut trees that covered the Appalachia. The trees were like the sequoias in size. Yeah, I know there was we were talking about walnuts, and apparently the American walnut tree is dying out. Apparently, I don't know if that's similar for a similar reason to these chestnut ones, but yeah, I was having a hard time coming by whole walnuts, and I guess they're hard to come by now. It wasn't just me. Whether the free Western provinces join the U.S. as states, or form their own nation, we're with you. See, and yeah, that's at the end of the day. I would like to see us create the new country of Western Canada. I think that would be lovely. Johnny loves to talk about all the hard things all the difficult things that go into becoming your own country and like our own military and stuff like that. And I understand he makes all sorts of great, you know, questions that I don't have answers to. That being said, we cannot stay with Ottawa anymore. They don't care about us. They've shown us that for years. And right now, at this moment in time, thanks to Trump, we have a chance to do something about it. And the key is going to be whether or not we can get it all done before Trump is finished with his term. That's the key. But yeah, I would love to be, the nation of Western Canada. I think that would be lovely. And if we weren't funding everything in the equalization payments and whatnot, if we weren't getting so screwed over by the East, we would probably have a fair chunk of money to put towards our own military. Um, just saying, I think we could do that. Yeah, as long as nobody tries to force it on me, I'm fine. The problem is they do, and up to a point of nuclear armed warfare. Yeah, and that's just not me. And I've heard that from a lot of friends too that are non-religious. The God that I know, that I pray to, God as I understand him from my understandings of reading the Bible myself. He's a very loving God. He's a very forgiving God and a very patient God. From my understanding, all of this sin and evil in the world, this was never the plan, but now that it is a thing, we've got to play it out. And in a way, our playing it out is proving that God's plan was the better plan. And yeah, so that's my understanding. He's loving, he is forgiving, he's not the hellfire and brimstone. He's not going to smite you because you had a bad thought. He doesn't decide who gets which illness and who needs to have what horrible thing happen in their life. He doesn't decide that. Shit happens because it's a sinful earth. He just helps us to navigate amongst it all, I guess. But I'm not trying to force it on anyone. I'm not trying to, listen to me. And I find that a lot of my friends do ask questions because I'm not trying to shove it down your throat. And it's enjoyable when I get asked questions because then it makes me go back and do some more research to make sure I understand why I believe what I believe. And then I can show them what I believe and why I believe it, But yeah, only if they ask. I'm not gonna beat over the head with the Bible saying you must believe. There you go. Okay, Roy Rat, you make a good point. Arguably, the same can be said about Catholic and Baptist church bells bonging at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. That is true. I've never had that as an issue here. So I didn't even think about it. But yeah, that would be royal pain in the arse too. 7 a.m. every Sunday, especially for someone like me. I observe the biblical Sabbath. I observe the seventh day Sabbath. So Sunday is my day to sleep in. And yeah, that would be really annoying if every Sunday at 7 a.m. the church bells went ringing. Yeah, that would suck. I don't keep bees. But like I said, there's a place just up the road. And right next to their huge place, like they've got acres full of bees and all sorts of stuff in the right on either side of their properties are orchards, apple orchards. So yeah, we got happy bees here. The Okanagan Valley is really beautiful. It's gorgeous here. It is so lovely, and you can grow so much here. And it's a very, very long growing season, and almost anything will grow here. We do beautiful cherries come out of the BC Okanagan, and our apples. If you've ever bought the Crown Royal has different flavored um, boozes, and they've got one called Green Apple, and it's the Gala apples they get from here from the Okanagan, and I tell you, it when you're drinking that apple flavor is exactly what the apple tastes like when you bite into it. It's so good. So I'm really blessed. I am surrounded by orchards where I live. Um, I don't have to pay for apples. I just have to go for a walk. Any windfalls on the public side of the fence are fair game. Um, I get tons of like apricots and peaches and pears and all sorts of lovely things every year because my mom likes to go you picking and then jamming. So yeah, I've got all sorts of frozen fruit that I then work through throughout the year. Yeah. The Tin Hat Gourmet could be my cooking show. Magic 8 Ball, you keep bringing that at the cooking show. I could do that. I bake like once a month. I'll do some baking, or I'll do a week's worth of I'll cook up like a whole sheet of chicken and shit. If that's really a thing, I can do a cooking stream again. I didn't know that it was really all that much fun, but I did enjoy doing Christmas dinner on stream. That was actually a lot of fun. It's crazy. They used to have one of my ex-boyfriends too. They don't really take to me. I guess I must be really sour. Oh, the mosquitoes. Yeah. Mosquitoes love me. They love me. I don't know what I do. It's not like I'm wearing, perfumes and stuff. They just whatever I'm exuding, mosquitoes love it. And I'm just eaten from tip to toe. How about all the religions shut the fuck up and quit making noise and do their individual spirituality quietly? That works for me. That works for me. And while it is making the point that once a week versus 5 times a day is not the same, that is true too. Once a week is a lot easier to take than 5 times each day. Like I said, Roy, the mosquito balm that I use, the reason it works so well for me is because it's from local bees. So it would work best for you if you found a apiary close to you that make honey from the local plants, and that'll help repel the mosquito bite, the itch, and everything. It works best because they're local bees to me. So we're all getting the same stuff, I guess. I'm not totally sure how the science of it works, but it didn't work as well when I was on the coast visiting, and I used it on mosquito bites. It didn't work as well. It was okay, but it didn't work as well as when I was using it on bites from here. So, but yeah, to find your local apiary, buy local honey. The royal jelly capsules, phenomenal health benefits for you. It really does help. It gives you a lot of extra stuff, like vitamins and stuff that you wouldn't normally get from your regular diet. Honey is really, really healthy, really good for you. Unless, of course, you're allergic, and then in which case, ignore everything I just said. Standing dead lodgepole makes outstanding firewood, though. Yeah, as does the pine, but it also makes great firewood for the forest fires that we have here in BC. So yeah, it was it was pretty devastating. It really was. The Pine Beetles, great band. I don't think I've heard of those ones. China. Yes, China. Because bears were much less frightening than some communist overlord who wants to completely dominate your existence. Bears want your shit, but they're not going to make you become a bear. There you go. Are not where, yeah. Sorry. Anyone watch the Afroman civil trial? I saw bits of it. Aaron the Steel Toe was showing a bit of it this morning. I know that Nick Starro, well, yeah, lady, you know Nick. Nick was covering it. He was rewatching it. I think it was last night. Maybe it was the night before. I don't know. I had him on in the background. Wasn't paying too much attention, but it looks like it would be a really fun trial to watch. He is so in the right, it's not funny. And they are the police officers are so dirty and so very in the wrong. It's a lot of fun. And then you see Afro Man sitting, he's sitting there, he's being questioned. He's got his big fro on and he's wearing this American flag kind of suit jacket and everything, and he's just telling it like it is. It's like, I did this show, I can't remember what tour it was, but something with Snoop Dogg. Like, I got paid X amount, but then they also gave me $5,000 cash, and I just put it in a pocket and forgot about it. We partied the night away, blah blah blah. That $5,000 was taken out of my pocket by the police. Like, he has cameras all over, inside and outside of his home. So he's got video of them illegally entering his place and trashing it and stealing stuff. At one point, they turned off their body cams. They didn't realize that he had cameras. I don't think, or maybe they didn't. They turned them off. I can't remember. It's been a while since it happened. But either which way, it looks like a lot of fun. It really does. The Afro Man trial. It looks like fun. I saw that Nick Rekida's covering it when I was opening Rumble this morning for our show. I saw that Rekida's covering it. So, Robert saying Arizona is the Australia of America. The critters here are fierce and scary, but almost all are totally harmless and actually friendly. There you go. See, and where I live, you are there's always a brown recluse or a black widow within 2 feet of a person here at all times. They're common, they're everywhere, but they're really, as dangerous as they are, they're really not that dangerous. Like, it's not very often that I actually hear of people getting bit by a brown recluse or by a widow. As common as they are, the biting issue is not really a thing. Johnny's exotic borax. Yes. We'll add it to the list. She's lying. She has tons of vinegar, chat. Well, I have tons of vinegar when you're thinking about it. I'm just a single female living in this place, but I don't really have all that much vinegar, And yeah, Blue Dawn is so good. It makes a good DIY carpet cleaner. Okay, interesting. It's also, the Blue Dawn is phenomenal for killing fleas. Your dog has fleas, you shampoo him with that Blue Dawn, and then you brush him, and you'll see dead fleas just coming off in the brush. And then you shampoo him with the Dawn a second time, rinse, brush again, and he should be good to go. It's amazing how quickly that Blue Dawn kills a flea. It's awesome. A lot of efforts being put into restoration of the American ecology. My ex-wife worked for the U.S. Forest Service, and she taught me a lot. That's cool. That's cool. That would have been a great job for me back in my heyday when I was still healthy enough to be able to do shit. I would have loved that sort of thing. Right after graduation, me and a bunch of friends, we proceeded to spend the next 2 months living in the bush, like literally living in the bush. We lived on a chain of 3 small islands in the middle of the Coquitlam River, and I would hike out of there and pick up a clean uniform from my friend's house on the way to work, and then I'd do my 8-hour shift, and I'd walk all the way back to my friend's house, drop off the dirty uniform, pick up my campings, like the clothes I was wearing, and head back into the bush. And I did that. Like, I worked full time, and I did that for 2 whole months. It was awesome living in the bush. I feel best. Well, no, my anxiety completely disappears when I'm behind the wheel of a car, but I feel most at ease in the wild, especially if there's like a river or a lake right beside me. There we go. Yeah, cops raided his house and he used his own security footage of the cops in music videos and made several songs about the officers. And that's why he's in court right now. Right. Yeah. It's okay when they're perp walking you and when they're doing all this sort of thing. But God forbid you use legal security tape footage from your own home showing cops doing bad things. God forbid you do that and share that footage. So yeah, that's what he's being sued for, is because he embarrassed the cops. Well, you should be embarrassed. You should have been fired. They were stealing. They were damaging property. It was, yeah. Was there an actual warrant? Okay. I didn't think there was a warrant. I think they wanted the warrant, but it hadn't come through yet. They just went in anyways. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't really remember a whole lot. It was a few years ago now. If you read the Bible, Yahweh is a monster. In what way? God's not a monster. He's not shown to be a monster. And I don't know. You'll have to help me out with that one. They didn't imprison him. They arrested some student at Harvard or. Oh, wait a minute. They arrested some student at Harvard or one of the top schools for trying to commit biological warfare. She brought in some sort of parasite or worm. Oof. There's been an awful lot of in both the States and in Canada, a lot of Chinese scientists working in Canadian and US labs who suddenly run for the border with all sorts of samples. Before COVID happened, like a couple of years before COVID happened, I'd say maybe even 3 or 4 years, there were 2 Chinese scientists who did exactly that. They worked in a lab, I believe it was a BC lab, and they decided to abscond back to China. They used commercial air flights, and they transported multiple deadly diseases and samples just in their carry-on with them. Yeah, it's crazy. They're bringing the stuff they're bringing in. They found a guy, I think it was in Wisconsin, in the last year. I think they found a couple of them bringing in a disease that would kill off the wheat. The acts of Yahweh are anything but loving and forgiving, over and over again. Parts of the Bible that seminary schools teach and their students not to teach. Things in the actual, like the canonical Bible, or are you talking about what did they call them? Like non-canonical literature, but the esoteric literature, I think. I can't remember. Are you talking like the Book of Enoch and stuff like that? Or are you talking about the what is agreed upon as the Bible, like the King James? Because I mean, God did some harsh things, but he gave everyone so many chances before having to do those things. He is definitely not. He's not a bad guy. My God's not a bad guy. Oh, cool. They're having CPAC in the Grapevine, Texas, from the 25th to 28th at the prison that your friend's in. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, that is awesome. It's the first time it's ever been held outside of DC, and it just so happens to be there where your friend can make use of it. That's awesome. I guess most of you probably don't know Tubi Flair. I've known her for ages. she's got a friend who was charged, tried, and convicted of murdering. Was it an ex-girlfriend, or were they still a couple? Not sure. But I guess there's a whole lot of evidence to point to it being self-defense. And so she's trying very hard. She's working on his behalf, trying to get the word out and get some help with his appeal. So having CPAC show up and talk to him is huge. It's huge. So I'm really glad. If we can get, I don't know if we could watch the court case or whatever, but if we can do some sort of a like a stream about his case, that'll be interesting to do. I'd love to do that and help get the word out. I don't really spend any time in LawTube anymore. It's funny, since I started doing the news show with Johnny, it happens the same time as LawTube. So I haven't watched any LawTube in a long, long time, unless it's happening after hours. Like I said, Nick was on the other evening doing Afro Man. It must have been last night. Must have been. And that sort of thing. I'll listen in. I listen to Mo or Nick in the mornings while I'm getting ready for my stream. I'll listen to them. But I'm not, I don't get to sit and watch cases like I used to. Yes, I am a good sport about my faith, even when you tease about bacon. Yes, yes. I don't mind. If one can be historically objective about the Bible and understand it for its context from the times and early writing styles, it's a pretty neat text. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I had read the book of Matthew a few times before, and then I cannot remember the name of the actor. I've never been able to find it again since, but it was a English male actor. He was probably in his 60s, 70s. He's like like an actor of the stage as well as TV and movies. He read the book of Matthew in like kind of like a monologue form as a stage play, but he read it and he read it with the dry kind of sarcastic humor that the Brits are so famous for. And sorry, the cats are trying to pick on each other right beside me. Rather not. But he read it in such a way. The book of Matthew is really freaking funny. Like, it is really funny if you can read it with that kind of dry, sardonic, sarcastic, self-deprecating sort of humor. The book of Matthew is really funny. Yeah, you love the cooking show name, right? Tinfoil cooking. You know what? I'm gonna go back. There it is. I'm starring that one so I can go back to it. Yeah, the Tin Hat Gourmet. There you go. I do like that. I'd have to get a better setup though, because the tablet leaning on dishes so that you could kind of see the counter and the stove. And it worked in the moment, but I'd have to do something a little bit better. uh, um okay, yeah. See, and we're talking about God in the Bible, and one absolutely can have faith in Yahwehism, the Jews, the Christians, Muslims, and have that faith enriched by the actual facts of the Bible, of which there are many. It's how it's taught and enforced and used for human power that has caused all the problems, and that's exactly it. And that's what I'm having. We're kind of stuck on. Me and a friend of mine right now is they can't trust the Bible because the Bible was written by human hands. And for myself, as far as I am, I believe the Bible. I proved that Jesus walked the earth to myself while I was doing one of my historical deep dives into stuff. and I accidentally, that was not the goal I had set in front of myself, but on the trail of something else, I ended up proving that Jesus actually was a human being. He did walk the earth, and he did die, and people did record that he rose again um, and walked around for 40 days before actually ascending to heaven. There is contemporary writings. Clumsy. Contemporary writings that back up the Bible and what it says. So yeah, I accidentally proved that. And then as it pertains to the Bible and what's written in the Bible, yes, it's all written by human hands, but I keep coming back to the fact that the passage that they found in like the Dead Sea Scrolls, when translated the exact same as what we've got in the King James Bible. And if we find religious texts from any point in time in history, even the ancient Sumerian writings, when you translate it, it's still giving you the same message. It's still teaching you the same thing. It's saying the same things. Some of the delicateness and the fineness of the definitions of some of the words are different. And in that case, it's really great. I've got, eSword. I was blanking for a second. I've got eSword that I use, and it's able to compare side by side the ancient Sumerian and ancient Hebrew and like the King James or whatever text you want, and it can sit it side by side so that you can have a deeper study and a deeper understanding of the words written. But I have faith, because it's the same no matter when in history it was written, it still ends up saying the same thing. The fact that it hasn't changed over the centuries is what proves to me that it is a work of God. It is the word of God. And unfortunately, one of the people I'm talking to about or having religious conversations with cannot believe that anything that was touched by man isn't tainted by man. And at some point, you're just going to have to choose to have faith in something that you cannot something that you can't touch and feel. There is no proof that you can see or taste or feel or hear. You just have to have faith in it. And I guess for them, that's the bit that they're going to have to figure out if they want to. If not, then that's fine too. I'm just answering questions that are asked of me. But yeah, I guess that's something that you have to get past or understand or accept for yourself. It's like attending church on the seventh-day Sabbath or not eating bacon. There's lots of things that God teaches us, but we're flawed humans. We cannot accept all the truths all in one go. So he teaches us things as we're able to understand them. And if I don't understand, if someone's going to church on a Sunday for their entire lives, but they believe in God and they're a Christian person, they will still be in heaven, even though the real Sabbath is sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. They'll still be in heaven because they didn't know, it wasn't impressed upon them, the Sabbath day truth. And God's not going to hold that against them. So yeah, there'll be a lot of people in heaven that ate bacon. He's not going to kick you out or keep you out just because you broke some rules that you didn't know existed. He punishes us for the things that we know are wrong and we do anyway. 5 times a day, even Quasimodo didn't work that hard. Okay. Badger Balm Bug Away brand, and it worked really well. Okay. Yeah, it's not really that bad. Mosquitoes aren't that bad in the Okanagan. It really is the ideal climate for absolutely everything. It's beautiful here. Um, but I know in the Kootenay Valley, in the Kootenays and like in the Caribou region of BC, the mosquitoes there are thick and they're huge. They're just everywhere. At least my dirt to a beekeeper. I'll have to talk to him about coming up with some new product. There you go. Yeah, so there you go. Talk to him about it. Planet B is the place by me. And they've got all sorts of products. I've been slowly over the years investing in beeswax candles because they burn clean and they burn longer. Um, so that's part of my survival collection is a bunch of beeswax candles. But yeah, I love the different products you can get. The pine beetles, they came over with the Chinese invasion. As, yes, as opposed to the beetles from England. The pine beetles are really sappy. Yeah, I loved that Afroman used footage from the raid in his video too. Yeah, it was awesome, and that's what they're suing him over. But I'm sorry, you're suing him because you're embarrassed because he showed you guys doing things you shouldn't be doing. Well, then you shouldn't have done them, and then he wouldn't have had a video of you doing them to share with the world. You know, so screw you, police officers. You fucked up. You got caught. You can suck it. I really do hope he can walk away with I hope that they're going to owe him a lot of money. And I know it's going to come out of the taxpayers, not the cops, but like I really hope there's ramifications for what they did to him. Must suck to suck. I'll be fucking asshole and the cops went. This shit. Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about. I clued in now. Afroman is making his court because he ain't high. He's gonna sue them dudes for all they got because he got high. Or because he ain't high. Oh, gosh. That song came out. Just as that song came out, I went to one of those awesome outdoor concerts with multiple bands. They were one of them. We were on Ecstasy and there was a huge group of us. It was like my birthday concert. Shit. Not NoFX. Millencolin was playing, and they've got a song called 22, and it's about being 22, and it happened to be my 22nd birthday. So just as we were arriving, they were going on stage. So I tossed my backpack to my friend behind me so I could get through the security and in to the grounds quickly. And I managed to make it up to the mosh pit for like their entire show. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, we did ecstasy at that show, and it was really, really, really good stuff. And so there was like 8 or 9 of us on the SkyTrain going home, singing that Afroman refrain over and over and over again. I'm sure we annoyed the fuck out of some people, but we were so high it didn't matter. Oh, hi. How you doing, brother? Hello, Laura and Ollie and Oakley and Elliot. Hi, everyone. How you doing? Good to see you. That's awesome. And hello, neurodivergent one. Always coming in with the good Maudie things. Make sure you hit that follow, smash the thumbs up, and share, please. I am here and I am listening. 18. I am really far behind in chat, my brother, my lovely brother. I am like 20 minutes behind in chat. So I see you and I hear you. I'm just responding now because now I'm seeing it. But hello, my brother. I love you guys. They can sue him, but they will not win. Afroman legally owns that footage. He can do what he wants with it. Exactly. They're not going to win. I don't know why they bothered to try. They were in the wrong. You should have just eaten it and walked away. The fact that they're being, you know, whiny little babies about being shown to the world, don't do it. And that's why Afroman is probably so happy about it. He's got a real good win in his back pocket. Ottawa and China are very diplomatically tied together. And Mark Carney did his best to make friendly friends with China and India on his travels recently, because those are the kind of allies that we want. I mean, it's not like America's right next door, and China is an enemy, not an ally. But hey, that's okay. That's fine. We'll buy ferries from them. We'll do all sorts of stuff with them, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yes, the true word of God. And I ask the congregation to hold their Bibles and start dropping them when I read off which version of the true word they're holding. Well, and there are many different versions of the Bible, is what is known as the Bible as well. And again, that's why I really like having things like eSword. I've got I want to call it a Becherel. It's not what it is. I've got a hard copy book of that does basically the same thing. It compares and contrasts the different writings from the different Hebrew and the different versions of the Bible and this and that. So you can, if you're so inclined, you can do your own research and you get a better understanding of what it actually is. But overall, the meanings are the same. The purposes or reasons for it are in the book. The stories stay the same, is what I'm saying. Introduce the cat to you, please. Well, you come here. This one, this one here is Sweets, and she kind of likes to be held, but I just woke her up. So this is Sweets, and then the other one who's sitting too far away to reach is Boo. There's no true word of God. There are over 5,000 published variants: New, International, King James, New King James, Open Bible, Amplified Bible. Yeah, on and on and on. Which one is the true word? And again, that's what I'm saying. You need to be able to compare and contrast with all of the ancient writings, that you can find out for yourself the true, deeper meaning. I think Chef's Conspiracy would be a good name too. Okay. Here, I'll star that one as well. Maybe I will do some more cooking streams. I was just doing it because, it was Christmas and it was going to be hours of cooking by myself. But I could do that. I could cook a meal and tell about a different conspiracy at the same time. There were lots of messiahs in the time of Yeshua. His was just a story that got the most work put into it. Mostly by Saul of Tarsus. Yes. Yes, you need to be able to go looking for yourself. Oh, perfect. You got the Planet B website. Yeah, they're great folks over there. You can go and tour the place as well. But they've got all sorts of really great products. And like I said, you use products from local bees, it does you the best because of whatever's in it. Oh, Wild just got a special weather alert. More snow. At this point, there's nothing special about that. Well, that's crazy considering there's a massive heat wave happening in a lot of parts of North America. You guys get to have more snow. I have to coexist with the snow. I choose to live here. See, yeah, that's true. And that's part of what's got me so disappointed. I chose to live here because it has 4 distinct and separate seasons. Is lovely. And the last 3 winters have really not had very much snow at all. It's been kind of disappointing. I am an absolute child at heart. I will go outside. I will make snow angels. I love making big bird paw prints in the snow. Um, it's a lot of fun. Okay, here, while we do it. No, you walked past. Okay, this one here, this kitty cat is Boo, and she really doesn't like to be held. But she loves her cat TV. So yeah, I haven't had near as much snow as I would like to have, but I'm weird that way. Roy is saying, I missed so much fun in my youth being a cop, concerts and drugs and monkey sex with concert chicks. Now I'm too old. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about monkey sex with concert chicks. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was lucky. I grew up on just outside of Vancouver, BC. All the bands always stopped there. We're right next door to Seattle. It's literally just across the sound. So when the grunge thing came out and was a thing, all of the grunge bands would come and visit and play in Vancouver because it's so close. We're right there. I have seen so many bands in that 90s, 2000s. I have seen so many bands, and I've seen a lot of them. I was lucky enough to see in small and more intimate venues. I got to see. Oh, I'm blanking on his name, but he's dead now. But he was a blind guitarist, phenomenal guitarist and singer. I cannot remember his name. To save my soul. No, it's not going to come to me. But either which way, blind guitarist, and I got to see him. I saw him on 2 separate occasions. One of which was the Yale in downtown Vancouver, which is a teeny tiny, like, hole in the wall bar. I guess it's a Hell's Angels hangout, but they have some really great bands, and I got to see him there. You name it, if they were alternative or grunge, or yeah, alternative grunge, punk, anything like that in the 90s, 2000s, I went and saw them. They were awesome. Yes, like Mythbusters, except cooking. The conspiracy topic of the show is a bullshit one. It's fried. If it's plausible, it's half baked, and if it's real, it's fresh. I like that. I have to say, one of my favorite true crime folks. Well, my favorite true crime folk is that chapter. Sorry, I nearly blanked on his name. That chapter, he is awesome. But another true crime is Bailey Sarian. She's a makeup artist, and she does Get Ready With Me's, where she tells us about crazy crimes from times past. And she's covered some pretty interesting cases that I never would have heard about if not for her. But yeah, I could find like food related conspiracies and then make the dish as we talk about the conspiracy. I like that. All right. Well, now I've got 3-starred things. I'm good. I'll work on that. I will definitely work on that, you guys. If that's a thing people want to see. Now, that being said, I mean, we're almost at the 2 hours, so we're almost at that time anyways. But I got an email from the lovely people at StreamYard telling me that they tried to take my yearly payment for StreamYard, and it didn't happen. Could I please give them the proper credit card information so that they can put it through? Which is great, except in my mind, for some reason, I didn't think I had to pay for StreamYard again until August. But they want it now. And it's $481 American, which is a lot more Canadian. So yeah, I may not be able to continue streaming right away if they decide to just cut me off. I emailed them back And I said, oh shit, and I'm sorry's, and offering this is what I can pay for you. But they don't have to say, okay, that's fine. They may just decide to, cut my streaming capabilities. If that happens, I will disappear, but not permanently. I will figure something out. I've got friends who can help me figure out OBS and stuff like that. So, I won't be gone forever, but if I do suddenly just disappear, I will leave a notification in my YouTube posts. But I can't do that sort of thing with Twitch and with Rumble. So if I disappear, don't worry too much. I will come back as soon as I figure out how to do the streaming thing again. I really like StreamYard. It is plug and play, and it's the best system out there if you do like I do and have multiple guests on for a stream. But if I can't afford it, I can't afford it, and I'll figure something else out. Oh, Roy Rat is saying use the Rumble Studio canvas. No StreamYard or OBS is required. Wild is saying Johnny and Brian can help. Definitely. I've been looking at the Rumble Studio, and if I do the Rumble Studio, I have to pay for Rumble Premium, but then I can also do ad reads, which would get me buckage. And a coin in the pocket when I'm on disability is always a bonus. Always a bonus. So yeah, if I disappear, don't worry, I will come back. And even if I lose my StreamYard, I'll still be doing the morning news shows with Johnny, Just Kidding LLC, because he's the one that hosts that. All I have to do is show up and smile. So either which way, it's Wednesday, meaning tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing my reading stream. We are reading The Great Controversy by Ellen White. They tell me she is a prophet, and I want to read her works and see for myself. So right now, we have just finished reading about Martin Luther nailing his treatise onto the church door. So fun times to be had. We're learning about just how awful the Catholic Church is. Sorry to my Catholic friends. But they've done some shady shit, your church. I'm just saying. But so we're talking about Martin Luther. We will be reading that tomorrow for 2 hours, and then I will go and spend the last hour or so with Johnny on the news show. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, guys and gals. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And until then, you guys have a great night.
Login, late night, same chair, same spot. Screen glow, halo, chat's running hot. She flips to page 3, then dives off the plot. Let's talk about the Lizard Kings again. Tinfoil crown sitting proud on her head, says it helps keep out the thought police thread. But she laughs so hard that it slips instead. Who walks past like, here we go, my friend. Welcome to Chatterbox. Hey! Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Dig a 420 on your screen. spin our tales or the mother load. She says, think for yourself, that's the only law. Then Boo hits the mic with a perfect miss throughout. Welcome to Dig a Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen non-stop. This is Digger Chatterbox.
Because, you know,